Good evening, everyone. I pray that all is well. There's a few things that I want to discuss, and one of those things is it's something that has been portrayed to people on the internet that has really nothing to do with me. This has everything to do with the motives coming from these people who had this plan to destroy my character and my integrity and to tarnish my name. We all know this already, so we don't have to rehash it. We don't have to rediscover it. It is what it is, okay? The point is this. I recognize that I do have a passion to help people. And sometimes people can become complete jackasses because they take your kindness for weaknesses when that's not really the case, okay? Apparently, I bumped into somebody who don't know how to act as a mature adult. They rather act immature and come on and make a complete ass of themselves and forget that they were the one that came with the need and needed someone to look out for them. Now, what I want to say is this right here. If it wasn't them and it was someone else, I would have done the same thing because it's who I am. If somebody comes to me and say that they, have a need of food or drink or water, or they're stuck, stranded somewhere, and God has blessed me to help them, I would do that, okay? I'm not even the type of person to investigate to go that deep because I don't worry about people mishandling me in a manipulative way. Why? Because I know who my God is, and God takes care of all of my battles. And I don't say that lightly. It's been a history. I have a record of this. And most of my friends can tell you this. Every time somebody comes across me and takes my kindness for a weakness, God hits them. Something happens in their life and they pay the price for it. Okay? I don't wish it on anybody, but it happens. Okay? I say that to say this here. Apparently, this man has convinced a lot of people of things that has never existed. I mean, the disrespect has never happened in the relationship. The purchasing things of high value, me wanting to spend money that I never even knew he had in the first place, okay? Expensive bags and this and that. All of these things are lies to fit a narrative to actually turn people against me, to make them look at me a certain way. Now, if you choose to believe it, that's up to you. It's not going to stop me one way or the other, okay? I'm going to go on with my life. I'm going to live my life as I have been doing anyway. But I just want to clear it up to you that these things are just things that are thrown towards the narrative to fit the plan that they had out to destroy me, which has failed, okay? And, they have sent people into my life to follow suit where they have failed. And they will continue to fail, okay? Because, again, if somebody comes to me, brother or sister, with a need and I have it, I'm going to help them. It's not that I put them on a pedestal or they're some special person. That's not the case. I would do it for anybody. And that's it, and that's all, okay? Don't ever think that just a kind gesture is someone being naive. Nobody in my life, in my history, has ever played me for a fool. Don't believe things that you hear, especially from the person who has already failed at that miserably. Because if you backtrack and you go to my friends, none of them can tell you that anything that he said is true in reference to that. I can reiterate to you, I've had some beautiful relationships. I can count on one hand with men. I never had problems with men. In fact, we got along like best friends. And we can continue to have conversations to this day. Because we are mature people, we can do that. That's what mature people do. This is the only experience of such immaturity that I have ever experienced in my life. And it's behind me now. Okay? But unfortunately, they will continue to throw things out in the media to keep spinning a story that's already dead to me. And this is what I want you to know. It's dead to me. So you can either choose to, I know how it does with the media. I know this is what sells. This is what people are interested in. I get it, okay? But in reference to who I am and my walk with God and what I intend to do, I've moved on with my life. When I divorced almost 10 years ago, I didn't look back. I didn't have a conversation. We had no connection whatsoever. The only connection that we have is justice for the things that they have done to try to destroy my life. And even with that, I have no connection with them. It's just that I know where the hit came from and why it happened. These people need a storyline in order to get paid. That's the bottom line. So they will do any and everything to make sure that their pockets are lined to whoever they have to do it to. Unfortunately, they had convinced a whole lot of people, paid a whole lot of people to participate with the plan, which it won't prosper. You may have gotten away with some things, but you didn't really get away with anything. Because what you do in the dark will come to the light. And as I said, it's been my history. I know my God. You haven't gotten away with anything. It's just a matter of time that you will reap what you sowed, especially if you crossed me in the wrong way. And I don't say that lightly. Not of boasting of myself, but boasting of Him. Now, if you want to be convinced of anything, I can tell you, you can go to any one of my friends and you can ask them to verify what I'm telling you about my God and people who cross me. And they can tell you with 100% accuracy that it's just a matter of time before God takes His vengeance. Stop believing these people. It's a game to them. But it's not a game to those people's lives who they try to destroy. This man has boosted your head with fake accounts trying to make it look like I'm running behind him. I haven't contacted him since we divorced. I don't even know who apartment that they have been showing to you guys. But I don't care because it's none of my business. Like I said, I moved on with my life the day we divorced. And I will continue to move on with my life. I don't have any attachments or anything to do with what these people are doing. The only connection is justice. That's it. Anyway, I hope this cleared up some things, in reference to, people coming in my feed saying I need to stand up for myself in reference to some of this stuff. It's stupid. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I'm a grown woman, handling my business, minding my business. I'm not going to play those games. I'm not even going to stoop that low. If that's what they want to do, let them have it. But I don't have to participate in that because I find it immature and very childish and stupid. I'm not going to get caught up into that because that's what they want. They need the attention. I don't. You never have to worry about me standing up for myself, because I'm going to always do that. But there are some things that I just really don't care to respond to. Because you have to know your people. You got to know what they will and will not do. And being disrespected in a relationship and taking men for their money and stuff like that has never been a part of who I am. I expect mutual respect in a relationship. And I have always been one to voice how I feel, expecting the same in return. And unfortunately, some people can't handle that, and that's okay. But all they have to do is say the word. If I'm somebody that you don't want to be with, that's all you need to say. Hey. And sometimes you don't even have to say it. Because I can be there and be gone all at the same time. But I befriend people. It's not that I hate you. I just don't have time for games. And once I mention things 1 or 2 times and it still goes on, hey, you become a friend and not even know it. So be careful not to assume anything. And your projections that you have of your own mindset, it belong to you. Because nobody is a fool. One will learn and one will teach. That's how life is. We just have to figure out which one is for us. Nothing lost, only gain. It's all experience. But you guys be blessed. I love you even though you may not love me. And I'm going to continue to be who I am. I'm going to continue to voice my concerns. I'm going to continue to speak out. And I'm going to speak to those things that I need to speak about. Nobody's going to stop me from doing that. I'm not walking in fear of anybody. I do exactly what everybody else is expected to do. You don't get to put limits on my life and control me and tell me what to do, when to do it. I think not. My God is alive, and He has not left you in charge of my life. That will never happen. So understand that. Nobody controls me but me. Have a good night.